Exploiters, we've all encountered them at one point in our lives. These are players who find ways to do things that were not intended by game design. Usually it's just a slight annoyance, and it's pretty easy to just leave the game or ignore them. But this isn't always the case, because there are, believe it or not, times when exploiting goes too far, to the point where it breaks the game itself and sometimes even puts you in real danger. These very incidents have occurred in the game Roblox Arsenal, and in some cases have gone widely unnoticed, and you'd never know when they might strike next. From exploiters injecting viruses into your computers, to hackers accessing the Arsenal ban menu, these are the worst hacking incidents in Arsenal history. The first incident occurred on the 28th of September 2019. Now, at first everything seemed okay, until one particular map was chosen. This was Villa, the new map they released on the new Arsenal update. Now, it wasn't the map itself that was visually hacked, but rather one of its view models. Whenever Villa got chosen, you'd notice an odd game pass pop up on your screen, simply named Admin, costing around 80 Robux. Now, as if it wasn't obvious, the game pass did not give you admin, and was rather just a scam put out by a group of hackers.
I want to buy the admin product. I just got this in Arsenal. Like, yeah, sure. Purchasing. Okay, so I got admin or what? I think Arsenal just scamming 80 Robux.
The Game Pass was affiliated with a malicious group known as the Epic Group of Epic People, who weren't connected to Rolv by any means. Looking back, it's obvious that this was a scam, and you'd think nobody would fall for it. However, this was not the case at all. Given the context of a very young community, many people bought it, gaining the hackers over 1 million Robux just from a singular pass. Now, how did the hackers do this, you may be asking? Well, they did absolutely nothing. The whole reason why this incident occurred in the first place was because of a mistake that one of the devs made. When Villa was initially in development, one of the devs accidentally added a Roblox view model that contained a virus. So once the model was added, anyone in the general area would get a pop-up message with the Game Pass from the hacker group. This went unnoticed because it did not work against the devs for very unknown reasons. Either way, the hacker group was eventually terminated from Roblox by a report made by John Roblox. The hackers, being completely unaware, had unintentionally hacked one of the biggest FPS games on Roblox and lost everything they had. Now, as soon as everyone thought this was over, the complete opposite occurred. After the hacker group got content deleted, the Game Pass was still available to buy. But this time, it wasn't a scam, and it actually ended up giving you the admin bundle. The items within were the banhammer, admin skin, and admin kill effect. This was later patched though, and Roblox increased the Game Pass's price significantly, to the point where it was unaffordable. Arsenal didn't have any other major incidents this year, but next year wouldn't be so fortunate, as things would get even worse. Moving on to the second incident, which occurred on November 6, 2020, a day that would be pretty normal until you'd notice some weird figures in the distance. These were monkey skins, castler skins, and nearly every dev skin and melee in the game. You'd think it was just a developer messing around, but you'd be far from the truth. This was a massive hacking incident in Arsenal, where exploiters would find ways to get every skin and melee in the game, including ones that were strictly forbidden by Rolv. This hack in particular would gain a lot of attention, especially after Truth Behind the Lies made a video where he told a hacker to join his VIP and essentially show proof that it was a real thing.
Arsenal was hacked, server-side hacked. They managed to find a way so someone can get all the developer skins, basically everything in the game. They're able to get melees they're not supposed to, developer skins, skins that don't exist anymore. As you can see, he has the ACT trophy right now. He's on Castler's skin. This is not Castler's, boys.
The game developers were obviously unhappy about this, and one in particular was Zone, who made a system that banned everyone who had unauthorized access to developer items.
People could spawn in dev skins, but I figured it out pretty quickly, and I have a detection that detects 100% of all the people who did that. So in terms of people who did that, yeah, they're kind of dead in the bed now. They're kind of gone. So yeah, they had fun for like a day, and then now they're gone again, banned forever.
Despite the confidence, Zone's anti-cheat completely backfired, and this very system led to the false banning of tens and thousands of people the following year after the addition of the Arsenal shooting range. This was a VIP limited map which lets you access dev melees, and the people who equipped these melees were detected by Zone's anti-cheat and were instantaneously banned. This bug was eventually patched, and the only exploits left that gave you these skins were client-sided, meaning it was only visible on your screen, making it pointless unless you wanted to troll your friends. But surprise surprise, hackers still found alternative ways to bypass this, and the infamous hacker known as Lolcat would spawn Killbrick in one of his alt accounts and give his friends access. This situation was pretty popular and was widely known as the Amazed bot situation, Amazed being one of the individuals involved in this scheme. Despite the various ways hackers gained access to these items, none of these incidents have occurred in over 2 years, which makes me conclude that the exploit is now impossible. So far, all the incidents haven't really affected the players, but the one on May 4th, 2022 was probably the most dangerous one of them all. Something quite intriguing about the situation is that it didn't actually occur in Roblox, but rather on an app called Discord. As many of you are aware, Arsenal has its own Discord server, which can be found in the role of Discord. Back in 2021, you could join the server by simply typing discord.gg/Arsenal, but once it lost this feature, a fake version came into play. A group of hackers would create an exact replica of the Arsenal Discord, and even got fake accounts impersonating the staff team. The server link was also discord.gg/Arsenal, which tricked many people into joining the server, thinking it was the real one. Here's the catch though, the server would require you to verify by turning your DMs on. Once you do this, a bot will ask you to verify, and once this is done, you'll get a virus on your computer. This virus would mine crypto in your background, and you'd notice a huge FPS drop in Arsenal, making it unplayable. Your Discord account would also get hacked and you'd be logged off, giving hackers all your personal information including your IP address. Even if you try removing it, it would be invisible, since it automatically closes itself the moment you open Task Manager, and reopens once you exit off.
Many of you noticed that when you open Task Manager, like I will show you right now, it will then close itself, you see? And they did it like that so that you couldn't find it anywhere in Task Manager. Now, once I close it, it should reopen itself in a couple of minutes.
As a result of this incident, over 3,000 players were affected by the virus, which stirred up a lot of drama in the Arsenal Discord. One person in particular noticed this incident and took action. This was Zinx2k, an Arsenal moderator and former content creator. He posted a video warning people about the scam and made an additional video on how to remove the virus. I suggest checking these out as they are linked in the description. The server and virus eventually got deleted the next month, and it's never been seen ever since. The people in the hacker group were then sent to court, and it's a big mystery on what happened. Now, as we all thought it was over, especially after the release of an anti-tamper system known as Bifron, we couldn't have been further from the truth. 2023 possibly had the most major hacking incidents out of any other year, and all of this happened because of one man. This was Boltz, the owner of Thunder Client, the biggest mobile cheat client in Arsenal. Now, after a bit of drama with Zone, the guy would be responsible for nearly every hacking incident in the next 2 years. This all happened when Boltz DM'd Zone on Twitter, saying he would fix the anti-cheat in exchange for Purple Team and a few dev skins. Zone denied the offer and responded by making fun of ThunderClient, calling it complete garbage. They both rambled at each other for over a month, and Zone eventually blocked him. However, this one block was a grave mistake. Boltz was enraged, and he swore to himself that he'd completely destroy Arsenal if it was the last thing he would do. So he and his friends spent weeks doing nothing but exploiting an Arsenal, using kill all and other exploits in multiple servers. They also found ways to bypass global audio and made entire servers go on high ping. Although this was effective, it only reduced Arsenal's player count by a few hundred people, and it wasn't really game-breaking. But this did not last because Boltz would find the greatest thing any exploiter has found in a very long time. He'd somehow find a way to do something that tricked the Arsenal anti-cheat into believing that everyone on the server was exploiting. This method would be really popular, and he and his friends started banning people left and right. Thousands of people were banned from the game, making it the third incident on this list, occurring on the 13th of July 2023. The first YouTubers to bring attention to this were Excitable and Rainster, with Rainster experiencing the ban himself. If things couldn't get any worse, all the developers were in bed, meaning that the problem lasted for over a day, going into midnight until Zone patched it the following day. Boltz even posted the entire scheme onto his YouTube channel, including the part where he banned Rainster. Overall, this situation was pretty shocking, and the devs made sure that it was near impossible to do this in the future. Except it happened again, on the 28th of March 2024, when Boltz's co-developer Andrew Darkey found yet another way to manipulate the anti-cheat. This all happened when the developer Scapter made a faulty check for the burn exploit. For context, this exploit was fairly common, and many people could burn people across the map. However, this faulty check could be manipulated into thinking that the fire from the spellbook was also an exploit, so when a hacker used the spellbook along with the exploit, the game would think everyone is exploiting. So the anti-cheat would falsely detect everyone, and whole servers ended up getting banned. This could work in randomizer, gun rotation, and standard, but most exploiters stuck to randomizer as it was the fastest way to get the spellbook. So whenever someone played randomizer, they would be banned. One specific content creator who was affected was HD, who even made a video about it. This exploit was pretty chaotic, but this time the devs were prepared, and the bans were resolved in less than an hour. Zone even made an announcement stating that anyone banned by this exploit was gonna be fine. Boltz and his friends still exploit an Arsenal to this very day, and this is not Arsenal history, as it is happening right now while you are watching this video, and it will never stop until Roblox does something about it. Now, these were all the confirmed hacking incidents, but there's one that's pretty controversial, taking place on April 1st, 2024. Now, this could have just been an April Fool's prank by the developers, but that is still not confirmed. Something mysterious happened on April 1st, and many of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. This is because it only affected people who were banned from the game. For some odd reason, every account that has been banned since day 1 of Arsenal was unbanned from the game on this day, including people I know myself. The reason why I initially believed that this was a prank was obviously because it was on April 1st, and there was no April Fool's update either, which made me believe that their troll was to let cheaters play and make them think they were unbanned. But I asked many moderators and they claimed it was not the case whatsoever, which begs the question, what really happened on April 1st? Was this just the devs playing around, or was this the worst hacking incident in Arsenal history? And that is the end of this video. Please subscribe as I aim for 20,000 subscribers, and feel free to join my Discord server if you have any questions. Goodbye.